So Hannah and I thought that a random battles game would be fun, so this is the result of that. I'm going to lead off with a Furret, which is Choice Scarfed, and she's going to lead off with a Crawdaunt. Now I knew Crawdaunt was scary, but I didn't know how bad it was going to be. Now I'm going to go for a U-turn, because why not? I mean, it's the best move I could have gone for, and it does a respectable amount, but look at this shit. I'm not sure what I expected, but Crawdaunt just fucking kills Cherim. it's just done. So all of a sudden this thing became really scary. So I'm going to go into my Scolipede, and this Scolipede was pretty stupid. It had Superpower, Swords Dance, and Baton Pass with the speed boost. But at this point, Crawdaunt is so scary that I'm not going to try anything fancy. I'm just going to go for the Superpower. That thing is dead, thank goodness. But now she's going to go into her Dunsparce. Now this Dunsparce is something fairly scary. I mean, all Dunsparces are scary, especially because usually they're like Jirachi minus. But I figured that this is something that I'm going to be able to cripple with my Furret because it has Trick. So that's what I do, but I did not realize how bad of an idea it would be to give something that's locked into Headbutt with Serene Grace a Choice Scarf. Not a good idea. So now this thing is a problem, and my Furret is paralyzed, so it's pretty much useless. I don't really have much of a reason to keep it alive, so I'm just going to get in as many sucker punches as I can before it dies. And it's dead now, RIP. So now I'm going to go into my Scolipede. I did not expect to be faster, but I am. And I'm going to go for the Swords Dance. I figure right now is a good time to set up some stat boosts so that I can Baton Pass into my Tyranitar. Now this Tyranitar is fucking stupid. This is a Tyranitar with Tyranitarite, or whatever the hell the name of it is. And it has Dragon Dance. So, Mega Tyranitar, which already has an agility boost, with Dragon Dance, not fun. Well, for her anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna go into my Tyranitar, I'm gonna go Mega whatever, and I'm gonna set up a Dragon Dance. Dragon Dance Tyranitar is actually something I should probably make a team around. I really like Dragon Dance Tyranitar. Anyway, so all of a sudden this thing just became a problem. My moveset I believe was Stone Edge, Superpower, and Crunch. And of course the best move right now to use would be Crunch. Because I'm not stupid. Well, I am stupid. Whatever. I go for the Crunch. Dunsparce is dead. Now she is going to go into a Lugia. And I forgot that Lugia got multi-scale. Give it a second. Fucking, there's the Lugia. I forgot that Lugia got multi-scale. So I thought, oh man, this Crunch is going to kill. No, she's going to whirlwind me out into my Nidoking. So maybe later. Maybe on a rainy day, Tyranitar. So yeah, this Nidoking is going to live the Psychic, which shouldn't surprise me, but it does. And I just kill it off with the fucking thing. The move, the best move. And now this is a Rampardos, and for some reason it takes me a really long time to choose Thunderbolt again. But I go for Thunderbolt again, and she kills me off with Zen Headbutt. Now I figured that she would be Scarfed, or maybe Banded, which is something that wouldn't have her locked in to Zen Headbutt. So I go into my Tyranitar. She gives me a surprise. She's not, and she goes for the Rock Slide, and that does a lot. But now I'm actually faster than her because it's the Dragon Dance, and I'm going to be able to kill her off with the Crunch. Now, what the hell does she go into? She goes into a Klefki, right. And I still don't really know how Fairy type works. I don't know what's super effective against it. Call me stupid. I don't play 4th gen. Not 4th gen. I play 4th gen. I don't play 6th gen. I don't really have much of a reason to know how to Fairy type. So I just go for the Stone Edge because I don't really know what else to go for. And it misses. So whatever. Not like a lot happened that turn. Now, of course, my other Pokemon is Goodra. So I don't want to go into that. So I'm going to go into my Scolipede. And look at this shit. It gets Torment Klefki in randoms. That's some cool stuff. Props to everyone in the world for the Torment Klefki in randoms. But now this thing is actually kind of a problem. And I'm not really sure what to do. basically I'm just going to try and wield it down. I know I'm going to die before I'm able to kill it, so I'm just going to try and make sure that by the time I die, it doesn't have a sub up. Thankfully, this means that she'll be using subs so much that she'll be at the lower spectrum of the yellows by the time I actually end up dying. Which will make it, well, would make it pretty easy for my Gudra to kill it. Now, I would have gone into my Gudra if it had, like, Fire Blast or something, and I don't know why this is taking so long. I think Showdown didn't register that I was clicking buttons, even though I clicked buttons. And, sorry, I thought someone was at my door there for a second. That was pretty spooky. So I go for the Rock Slide, and I finally die. Thank you for everything. Now I'm going to go into my Gudra. I don't know why it took me so long to decide to go into my Gudra, because it's my last fucking Pokemon. Come on! There we go, there's the Gudra. And I totally would go for like Fire Blast or something, but no. The only moves that would actually affect it, Thunderbolt and Ice Beam, obviously. I don't know why I'm saying such obvious things, but whatever. So, for some reason it's going to take me a long time to go for Thunderbolt, and she torments me, and then she dies. So, this Illumise is going to go for the Encore while I'm tormented. So, I gotta struggle. I mean, that's pretty cool. I enjoy the fact that she was actually able to do that. So, yeah. Yeah. But not only am I forced to struggle, but she's going to use Bug Buzz. And yeah, I'm just fucking done with this. She's going to go for the Bug Buzz and get a crit. And I gotta struggle. So that's kind of annoying. But I'm not going to let that slide. I'm going to get a crit of my own and get wrecked. And because of that crit, she's going to be able to kill me with the Bug Buzz. But I'm going to kill... She's going to kill herself with the Life Orb. And it's a tie! No!